That's the signature. If your drums are not right, then no matter what else you put, it's not gonna sound good. The drums have to drive your track. It's always been like that. And if it doesn't, then you're relying on vocals to drive your track, which most people do now. That's why the vocals are really loud over the beats. You don't really hear the beats like that. You hear the vocal, what they're saying, because they want you to hear, to drown out that whatever's going on with the music ain't right. But me, drums are like my foundation. If the drum ain't right, it's a waste of time. I'll stop the track. I won't even do the track if I can't get a good drum beat to push and drive the track. You know what I'm saying? You have to drive it. If you want a bass line, you want these extra things in here, your drums are what drive the track. And if it doesn't drive the track, then you might be trying to do folk music where the drums are not prominent, or country and western where the drums are not prominent, or even jazz. They use brush drumsticks. They don't even use hard snares or nothing like that. It's all brushes and ride cymbals. But with funk and soul, it was boom, crack, crack. So long as them snares is cracking, good. That's what I'm about, dynamics. I'm always trying to figure out how to be dynamically loud, funky, original, and all those good things that, you know, make me who my character is of me as a person. You know what I'm saying? The music is my character. You know, I choose to speak through my music, my angers, my frustrations, my happiness, my sadness. Most of the artists that I met that were older and came before me kind of felt the same way. Some of them weren't about the glamour and glitz. They were about musically being the best at what they did. Some of them were geniuses, some of them were nerds, some of them were just dorks, crazy. But I hope I don't fit in none of those, but you have to have that mentality if you want to stay prevalent. It's been 20 years for me doing this, you know, and I'm supposed to have disappeared like everybody else at some point. And I think that's like, from me listening to all the great music I've heard from a lot of artists, that you get to hear that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and appreciate it, and not just say, oh, I'm going to sample it and put some drums there. No, I like to listen to every instrument, see where every artist was at, what they was feeling like. If the drummer who made the beat was an alcoholic, I want to make sure I'm lazy on my drums like this alcoholic drummer. If the bass dude was sniffing cocaine or heroin, shooting heroin, and he's doped up playing his bass line, I want to be in that same mood. I'm not going to do what he's doing, but I want to be in that same mood to capture what he did. And once you get all those artists and those musicians, for me as a one-man band, if I can capture all those artists' moods in my own personal track, I feel like that's an accomplishment that most other producers are not there yet. So I think that distinguishes me from everybody else. And I think I'm never going to change that. I don't care how old I get. I mean, as long as I can hear it with my ears, I'm going to do it. I'm K-Def. I think everybody kind of knows who I am. Or if they don't know every song I've done, they know at least one record I've produced if you mention my name. And I can live with that. I'm not trying to get the 10-year-olds and the 15-year-olds to go and know who I am and buy me. I'm not from that era. I'm not that part of that sound. Like, I'm more concerned about preserving hip-hop. I'm trying to literally preserve hip-hop. That's where it's at right now. I took it for granted for a few years. I had a hiatus. I went away. I was doing some other things in my life, as far as, like, I went to college and did some other things. And I'm the guy that's trying to replay over those samples that we love to sample. I want to be the first guy that goes down as the, let's just say, the young Isaac Hayes, David Porter kind of guy. I want to be that guy for hip-hop, because we need someone to save hip-hop. There's no one trying. They're frustrated because we can't sample, but there's ways around that sampling. But no one wants to do that. It's a paper chase now. Everybody's concerned about chasing the money, meeting deadlines, coming out on time, being prevalent, but their product is terrible. So at some point, somebody's gonna have to take a step back. And I've been the one to take the step back to get it right.